Dear Aunt Flo is a podcast about bad periods, and I'm your host, Elisa Michelle. Every month, we'll dive deep into my own vaginal monologues as I discuss my journey with endometriosis and share stories that we wish someone would have warned us about sooner. I am your new period BFF, so let's get comfortable speaking about our cycles. Hello, BFFs. Welcome back to another episode of Dear Aunt Flo. I am going to step into my manifestation era and talk a little bit about what life looks like without having endometriosis, without having horrible, painful cycles every single month without end. Let's do that together. If you're new here, or just joining our period party, welcome. Whether you listen or watch, I invite you to interact with us. Share this with a friend. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe at Elisa_Michelle for all of our juicy notifications when we post a new episode. If you are listening on Apple, Spotify, Substack, all of the places, please take a few minutes to leave us a review at Dear Aunt Flo. You can also follow us on IG at dearauntflo.pod. I think that's it. Okay. Yes. So let's get started with our letter to Dear Aunt Flo. Dear Aunt Flo, I'm beginning to wonder what life would be like if I didn't have pain during my period. There's so much hope at the end of this 7-year tunnel now that I'm on my way to having surgery. I've been thinking of all of the things that I would love to do that I've been putting off for so long. Sincerely fed up, Elisa Michelle. In less than 20 days, I will be having excision surgery for endometriosis. It's also important to note that I have fibroids, polyps, fluid, and cysts in my abdomen, and potentially adenomyosis. I can never say that word. So all of this will also be cleared out in addition to the endometriosis that is plaguing my body. Thank God. I'm so ready for all of this to just be gone and rid of my body. I wonder, do people get photos of what they take out after surgery? I'm going to ask my surgeon if I can have photos. Normally, I really hate, I could never be a doctor. I really hate all the medical things. I watch Grey's Anatomy to no avail, but physically in-person things or even things on screen, sometimes I just can't. I think Grey's Anatomy works because I know it's fake, but yeah. Either way, I want pictures. I want to know what's been plaguing my body, and I'm curious. I'm also curious, do other people mind seeing that? If I shared that, is that something you guys would want to see? I don't know, but it's out there. So anyway, moving on. In true optimistic fashion, let's romanticize what a normal to me period will look like. Now, this won't be your typical, I can't wait to have cake or sugary snacks or drink alcohol again kind of list, because those things won't help me in the long run. This list will be a bit more practical and might even seem simple to you or make you think really, Elisa? And yes, really. You don't realize how much endometriosis and issues with your period and your cycle affect you and take from you until it's just gone. So first up, I'm romanticizing no more delayed and canceled plans. No more locked doors, no more wired hangers. This has been like the bane of my existence for 7 years now. I honestly feel like such a flake or like a bad friend when it comes to events and plans and like simple like friend hangouts because I can never just say yes. I can never just outwardly be like, yes, I'll be there. Like, I have to look at the date. I have to look at the calendar. Is my cycle due? I just start to feel so much like guilt and shame to the point where like I almost feel like people don't even ask me to do things anymore because I'm never available or I'm never like readily available or I can never give like a distinct yes, like a firm commitment to things. And I hate feeling like that, but like that's all I can give right now, currently. I have to weigh things before I can give a definitive yes. Like I have to know if it's going to be during my cycle week or within the cycle week time frame because sometimes I don't even know when my cycle is coming. I have to gauge whether or not I'll have the energy or if I'll be in pain or if I'm prone to a flare up because maybe it's a dinner, like going out to a restaurant or a potluck even. And if I don't know where the food came from or how it was cooked or what it was cooked in, I can't take those chances. Like, just forget it, right? So there are like flare-ups can look very differently. So you can have intense bloating. You can have very quick digestion, like a very fast metabolism where you eat and you immediately have to use the bathroom. You can have crazy abdominal cramping, nausea. Like there are a lot of different factors that can happen with flare-ups. And it's like, one, embarrassing. And two, hella inconvenient. So like I tend to shy away from outside plans because I don't know what will happen and the probability of something going wrong versus something going well is higher. And that sounds so negative and so pessimistic, but it's my reality and I have to be true to that reality. So I'm looking forward to planning ahead. I haven't been able to plan a vacation or even like a staycation or even a business retreat. I barely made it through planning my wedding almost 2 years ago. So there was no like kismet date choice in the day that we chose for our wedding. Like, it's not like we met on a fall day 10 years ago under like a crisp afternoon sun. Like, there was no like magical date that we had in mind. We literally chose the date because my period always tended to fall like towards the middle or end of every month. And so the beginning of the month was like, perfect, let's do it that weekend. I know I will be free and clear of my cycle and I won't have to worry about it. And then 6 months before my wedding, after we've booked all of the things, everything was set in place, my cycle switched up on me. And it was now going to be due on my wedding day. Like literally on the day of my wedding. And I was like, there's no way in hell that I'm letting this happen. So I ended up going on birth control for like 2 months. I started the month before the wedding so that I could skip that placebo week that comes at the end of the birth control pill packs and skip my period so that I wouldn't get it. And then after the honeymoon, we came back and I finished the pack. I just let my period come. And like, I thought doing that was going to be like this magical way of being able to enjoy the wedding and enjoy the honeymoon. But honestly, it caused other issues that made things a little less enjoyable than I hoped, especially with having like digestive issues. And I could count that or attribute that to the watered down alcohol and the food at the resort and all of that. But either way, no bueno. So Yeah, I now look forward to being able to plan vacations and spontaneous days at the beach because I won't be bleeding for months at a time anymore. I won't have the digestive issues that will cause me to question or hesitate on making plans. So I look forward to like getting back in the gym and consistently even like following a regimen where I can gain my muscle mass back and focus on my overall health. So I've been considered skinny, quote unquote, my whole life. But since the hospital stay in January, I lost so much mass and I want to start building that back up, right? So I look forward to gaining that back and then some. Hello. And I've changed my diet so many times over the last 7 years. So I'm looking forward to being consistent with that and really work towards some like tangible goals with both my nutrition and exercise together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. The second thing that I look forward to romanticizing is getting my time back. So this is more for the business side of life and personal side too. Like I want to be able to like do the things that I want to do without having to second guess when my period's coming. But anyway, on the business side of life, I'll be able to be more intentional with securing clients and planning my color and chill events and like hosting these events, which I had to cut back on this year because my cycle was so unpredictable. The pain and the in-betweens, like the flare-ups, they were all so unpredictable. And so I couldn't plan the monthly ones like I wanted to, regardless if it's on a weekend where I'm not on my cycle. Like it was to a point where like I was still dealing with things off cycle weekends, or I was never off my cycle. So either way, I look forward to planning those in advance and like really kicking it up a notch. I have rolled out a corporate wellness program through Illustrated Melanin, and now I'll be able to plan those ahead like weeks and months in advance. And that will give me a lot more stability, both financially and mentally and emotionally, right? But like that's what I want to be able to do. I doubt that I will go back to doing the markets again because that was less about my cycle and more about the inconsistency. So like markets are a lot of time and money upfront and not a lot of reward on the back end. I'll also have more energy and time to put into wholesaling and possibly, even though this is more of like a full-on capital barrier, like money barrier, but participating in trade shows. Now, trade shows are like a great way to get in front of buyers and retailers. It is a lot of money upfront though. Like it is a large upfront cost and investment. But the buyback, like what you gain from it, should exceed your investment. I just right now don't have that. So I look forward to being able to plan those things ahead. And so that I can have a booth and get in front of more eyes and really take this brand to like the next level. I'm excited for that. I also can't wait to plan my first company retreat. So when you hear the word retreat, at least for me, I think of like somewhere secluded on like a beach or in the forest somewhere, and I'm like by myself and I'm just like crocheting or reading a book or like, I don't know, doing some type of craft or painting or just like relaxing, right? But company retreats are more for the planning phase of things, right? So I want to take some time away to plan what Illustrated Melanin can look like in 5-10 years from now, and also get some good creative time in. I haven't felt or been creative in so long. Like it's been a while. Like I can't remember the last new product that I've come out with. outside of like my yearly calendar, and I'm not even doing that this year. So yeah, I haven't felt creative in a long time, and I'm looking forward to getting back in my art bag, like heavily in my art bag. I want to like revisit painting. I want to create more greeting cards. I want to create more coloring books. And there's a couple other like big projects that I've been wanting to do for years that I just keep putting off because circumstance, right? Okay. The third thing that I'm romanticizing is my style and fashion sense. OMG. The past 5 years, I've been dressing like a bum. And I don't even know if that's like politically correct to say anymore. But bruh, like my style has been so limited by sweatpants and oversized t-shirts and workout shorts and just loose fitting dresses or jumpsuits. And a lot of it is because I can't stand to have anything on my stomach. Anything tight or like restrictive against my body is painful and uncomfortable. And more so lately because I look like I'm about 3 months pregnant. And so to avoid questions from those who don't know what's going on, I just wear loose fitting clothing or basic outfits. Like there's nothing more disheartening than someone asking if you're pregnant or assuming that you are because you look it when you can't get pregnant. Like it's so disheartening. And no matter how many times like you tell yourself to not take things personal. So yeah, I haven't been wearing anything like flashy that would stand out because I don't want the attention. Like saying this out loud makes me so sad because like I love down a good like mixed print situation, a bodycon dress to show off my subtle but beautiful curves that God gave me, and colors. I love colors and stripes and polka dots, and lately I've just been wearing a lot of blacks, tans, and earthy tones. Like disregard what I'm wearing today. My friend gave me this. She had things that she's been wanting to give away that didn't work for her, and I took this lovely thing off of her hands. It has I love me a good shoulder action, sleeve action, but yeah, like nothing that I have like says that I have a personality. And I'm not saying like the colors that are like blacks and tans and earthy tones mean that you lack personality. I just know that I have a bigger style sense within me that I've been presenting as. And I'm ready to feel confident enough in my body again to wear those clothing. Yeah, that's it. Like I want to be able to tap back in to my fashion sense, to wear mixed prints and to wear bold things and to just like feel good. Feel confident in my body again. Overall, I am ready to have my life back. There are other things that I look forward to being able to do that I haven't done in a while. But that's a little not safe for words. And I'm pretty sure my mom watches this or listens to it now. So we can maybe do a whole episode about intimacy and married stuff and other things, but I digress. For now, I just look forward to dressing up again and working out and going out with friends, making plans for concerts and vacations and beach days. I look forward to having energy again and sleeping peacefully throughout the night. Oh my God, honorable mention, I look forward to getting my memory back. Like, hello, endo brain is no joke. It's like pregnancy brain. I wouldn't know that yet, but I'm assuming it's like pregnancy brain. I will be mid-sentence and I will forget what I was saying. And I want my memory back. But yeah, I just like, these things seem like such small, everyday, mundane, like simple things. but I look forward to them so much. Like, I look forward to life again. Just a note as we close out, this isn't like an exhaustive list of things that invite you to not live your life regardless of your circumstance. I want you guys to live your lives. I want you to romanticize life and live in that romanticization. Is that a word? We're going to go with it today. Like, don't be like me, okay? Don't put off things because of your circumstance. Live your life. I want you to live your life. This list was just things that I am currently romanticizing as I have my surgery coming up in less than 20 days. And I have hope that I can live a pain-free life. I have hope that I won't be in chronic conditions forever. I know endometriosis is something that I will live with for the rest of my life. But I have hope that things can be more manageable after surgery. I have hope that things will go back to a normal for me feeling and lifestyle. And yeah, I don't want you to think that I am in the season of like shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, no, I am manifesting what I hope life after surgery looks like. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that it gives me hope, it gives me joy, and it's something that I need to do for myself, mentally, physically, emotionally, to be able to look forward and look ahead. And so that's what this episode is all about. And like, I still live a relatively full life. It's full of love, and that's all that I can ask for. I just want to acknowledge that both things can be true at the same time. For my fellow endo warriors or PCOS girlies, PMDD, period BFFs, what is something that you romanticize about life with better or more manageable cycles? Because remember, a cycle is a full 28 to 35 day situation. So I want to know what you romanticize about. Yeah, let me know. Let's get into our affirmation for this episode. Life is good, and I have the power to make good things happen. So say it with me. Life is good, and I have the power to make good things happen. I love you. I see you. I hear you. Peace. Hey BFFs, thanks for tuning in to Dear Aunt Flo. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to show support, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts. This will help more period BFFs find our community and add to the conversation. Follow on IG at dearauntflo.pod and let me know what topics you'd like to cover this season. Catch you in the next episode, period.